Hey there, welcome to Chelder. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mind-blowing topics, medicine. From ancient remedies to futuristic treatments that sound like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, we're exploring 30 insane facts that'll make you look at doctors and hospitals in a whole new way. Whether you're a health fanatic or just curious about how the human body keeps it all running, stick around for some seriously jaw-dropping revelations. Fact number 1. Medicine has been around for thousands of years. Modern medicine might seem like a recent marvel, but it has ancient roots that stretch back over 5,000 years. The Egyptians, Mesopotamians, and Greeks were some of the first to practice medicine, using everything from herbal remedies to basic surgeries to treat injuries. Of course, their methods were a bit unconventional by today's standards. They'd treat headaches by drilling holes into your skull. Yes, really. Yet, some of their methods were surprisingly effective, like the use of willow bark for pain relief, which contains the same active ingredient as aspirin. Talk about old-school pharmacology. Fact number 2. The first antibiotic was discovered by accident, in 1928. The world of medicine was revolutionized when Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin, the first true antibiotic. This breakthrough happened purely by chance when he left a petri dish of bacteria uncovered and noticed that mold started growing on it. The bacteria around the mold were killed off, and thus, penicillin was born. If this hadn't happened, we might still be living in a world where bacterial infections were major threats. It's almost like someone stumbled into one of the most groundbreaking discoveries in medical history, just by leaving their lunch out for too long. Fact number 3. The human body has a built-in painkiller. Ever wonder why you don't feel the full brunt of pain right after an injury? That's because your body has a built-in painkiller system known as endorphins. These are chemicals that your brain releases when you're in pain, stress, or even when you exercise. Hence why people sometimes feel a high after a good workout. Think of them as your body's own personal, natural opiate, giving you just enough relief to get through an injury or tough situation. It's like your body's way of saying, don't worry, we've got this. Fact number 4. The average person has around 100,000 miles of blood vessels, but if you were to stretch out all the blood vessels in your body, they would span an astounding 100,000 miles. That's enough to circle the Earth 4 times. These blood vessels form an intricate network to transport oxygen, nutrients, and waste throughout your body, and they're all working tirelessly every minute of every day. So, the next time someone says you have a big heart, you can tell them, I do, and my circulatory system's a global network. Fact number 5. Doctors used to perform surgery without anesthesia. Before the discovery of anesthesia in the 19th century, surgeries were carried out with no pain relief at all. Surgeons would cut open patients while they were wide awake, often with just a swig of alcohol or a bit of opium to dull the pain. And even then, that didn't always work. Can you imagine getting your leg amputated while being fully conscious and aware of what was happening? Thankfully, with the invention of ether and later, modern anesthetics, surgery became a lot less of a survival of the fittest experience. Fact number 6. The human body can survive without a stomach. Believe it or not, your body can function without a stomach. While it sounds pretty extreme, people who have had their stomach removed due to illness or injury can still survive, although they must make significant dietary adjustments. Without a stomach, the body has to rely on the small intestine to do the majority of the digestive work. So while it's no picnic, the human body is far more adaptable than we give it credit for. Fact number 7. Your heart beats over 100,000 times a day. Your heart is constantly working, beating over 100,000 times a day, whether you're awake, asleep, running a marathon, or just binge-watching Netflix. This heart-pumping machine sends oxygen-rich blood throughout your body, keeping you alive and kicking. To put it into perspective, over a lifetime, that's about 3 billion heartbeats. So, if you're ever feeling tired, just remind yourself, your heart's been working overtime for years. Fact number 8. Vaccines have saved millions of lives. Vaccines have saved more lives than any other medical intervention in history. From smallpox to polio, vaccines have been responsible for eradicating or significantly reducing many deadly diseases. The eradication of smallpox in 1980 is a shining example of how vaccines can wipe out a disease entirely, making it one of the greatest public health achievements of all time. And it's not just for the old school diseases. Vaccines are constantly evolving, saving millions from potential future pandemics. Fact number 9. The placebo effect is real, and it's powerful. The placebo effect is a fascinating phenomenon where people experience real changes in their health simply because they believe they are receiving treatment, even if the treatment has no active ingredients. In clinical trials, placebo treatments can produce results that rival actual drugs, all because of the brain's incredible power over the body. So, next time you're feeling better after that miracle pill, just remember, sometimes the mind is mightier than the medicine. Fact number 10. The oldest known surgery was 31,000 years ago. Archaeologists have discovered evidence that ancient humans were performing surgeries over 31,000 years ago. One of the earliest examples is trepanation, where people would drill holes into a patient's skull, presumably to treat conditions like head injuries or even mental illness. This makes modern brain surgery look like a walk in the park by comparison. The idea was that releasing evil spirits or pressure in the skull would cure illnesses. While it may seem barbaric by today's standards, some of these early surgeries were surprisingly effective. Fact number 11. Your brain is more active while you sleep. While you're catching some Z's, your brain is actually doing some heavy lifting. During deep sleep, the brain processes memories, repairs itself, and even fights off infections. It's like your brain's personal maintenance mode that happens while you rest. So, if you're one of those people who feel guilty for napping, don't. Your brain is working overtime even when you're not. Fact number 12. Antibiotics won't cure everything. That it's a common misconception that antibiotics can treat any and all illness. In reality, antibiotics are only effective against bacterial infections, not viral ones like the flu, common cold, or COVID-19. Overusing antibiotics can actually lead to antibiotic resistance, making infections harder to treat over time. So, next time your doctor tells you to skip the antibiotics, trust them. They know what they're doing. Fact number 13. Laughter is the best medicine. That it's not just an old saying. Laughter really does have health benefits. It triggers the release of endorphins, reduces stress hormones, improves blood flow, and even strengthens the immune system. Studies have shown that laughing can help reduce pain and improve overall health. So, the next time you hear a funny joke, remember, you're actually doing your body a favor by laughing. Fact number 14. The first heart transplant was a disastrous failure. The first human heart transplant in 1967 was groundbreaking, but unfortunately, it didn't have a happy ending. Dr. Christiaan Barnard transplanted a heart into a patient, Louis Washkansky, who survived for only 18 days before dying from pneumonia. However, the transplant marked a major milestone in medicine and paved the way for modern heart transplants, which are now routine procedures with much better success rates. Fact number 15. Doctors used to prescribe cigarettes. Believe it or not, doctors used to prescribe cigarettes in the 1950s as a way to relax and relieve stress. At one point, cigarette companies even hired doctors to promote their products, claiming they were good for your health. It wasn't until later that the medical community caught up with the truth. Smoking is disastrous for your health. Imagine going to your doctor today and them recommending a pack of cigarettes. Insane, right? Fact number 16. You have more bacteria in your body than human cells. That it's true. Your body has more bacterial cells than human cells. There are trillions of bacteria living in your body, especially in your gut, which helps with digestion, immunity, and even mood regulation. So, in a way, you're more of a walking microbial zoo than a human being. But don't worry, most of these bacteria are beneficial, and without them, we'd be in serious trouble. Fact number 17. The skin is your body's largest organ. Your skin is the largest organ you have, covering an average of 20 square feet. Not only does it protect your insides from the outside world, but it also helps regulate temperature, senses touch, and prevents dehydration. So, if you ever feel like your body's slacking, just remember, your skin's got you covered in more ways than one. Fact number 18. We have about 7,000 different diseases. There are over 7,000 known diseases affecting humans, and scientists are still discovering new ones all the time. From rare genetic disorders to common infections, the world of medicine is constantly evolving as we work to understand and treat these conditions. While many diseases are treatable today, others still puzzle researchers, making the work of doctors and scientists all the more important. Fact number 19. The human body can regrow a liver. The human liver has the amazing ability to regenerate itself. If part of the liver is damaged or removed, it can actually grow back to its full size. However, this doesn't mean you should treat your liver like a sponge and expect it to bounce back after years of partying. But it's a pretty incredible feat of nature, considering most organs can't do the same. Fact number 20. The most expensive drug costs $2.10 million. That the most expensive drug in the world is Zolgensma, a treatment for spinal muscular atrophy, which costs an eye-watering $2.1 million per dose. It's an incredible advancement in gene therapy, but that price tag makes it an unattainable option for many. Still, it's a testament to how far we've come in treating rare genetic conditions with groundbreaking medical technology. Fact number 21. Your body can't survive without sleep. While you can survive without food for weeks or water for days, you won't last long without sleep. Lack of sleep can cause hallucinations, cognitive issues, and eventually lead to death in extreme cases. Even just one night of poor sleep can impact your mood, memory, and ability to concentrate. So, it's not just about beauty sleep, it's about survival. Fact number 22. The brain continues to grow until your late 20s, that while you might think your brain is fully formed by the time you're an adult, it actually continues to develop until your late 20s. The prefrontal cortex, which controls decision-making, impulse control, and reasoning, is one of the last parts to mature. So, next time a teenager makes a questionable decision, remind them that their brain's still under construction. Fact number 23. Medical marijuana can help with more than you think. While medical marijuana is often associated with pain relief, it has been shown to be effective in treating a wide range of conditions, from epilepsy and anxiety to nausea caused by chemotherapy. In fact, the use of cannabis in medicine dates back thousands of years, and its modern applications are becoming more widely accepted as research continues. Fact number 24. Your stomach has a new lining every few days. Your stomach is an acid factory, constantly churning up food while being exposed to incredibly strong acids. But did you know that your stomach lining renews itself every 3 to 4 days to prevent it from digesting itself? If it didn't do this, the acid in your stomach could start eating through your stomach walls. Talk about a strong defense system. Fact number 25. Modern medicine doubles life expectancy in the last century. Life expectancy has more than doubled thanks to advances in medicine. A person born in 1900 had an average life expectancy of 47 years. By 2020, that number had jumped to over 70 years. We owe this jump to things like vaccines, antibiotics, improved surgical procedures, and the ongoing development of new treatments for chronic diseases. Fact number 26. Your gut is your second brain. Did you know your gut has its own complex nervous system? It's sometimes referred to as the second brain because it controls much of your digestion and even affects your mood. The gut-brain connection is real, and scientists are just beginning to understand how what's going on in your stomach can influence your thoughts and emotions. Fact number 27. The first organ transplant was a success, kind of. The first successful organ transplant wasn't a kidney, heart, or liver. It was a cornea transplant performed in 1905. While organ transplantation didn't become common practice until decades later, this groundbreaking surgery paved the way for more complex transplants. It wasn't until 1954 that the first kidney transplant took place, and the field has expanded rapidly since then. Fact number 28. Stitches have been around for millennia. Sutures or stitches have been used in medicine for over 5,000 years. The ancient Egyptians used linen to stitch wounds. And while we've come a long way since then, the principle of stitching up a wound to help it heal has remained largely the same. It's amazing how something so simple has been such a cornerstone of medical treatment for centuries. Fact number 29. The flu vaccine saves lives. The flu vaccine isn't just for preventing an annoying cold. It actually saves lives. Thousands of people die each year from flu-related complications. But getting vaccinated significantly reduces the risk of severe illness, hospitalization, and death. Despite the controversy that sometimes surrounds vaccines, the flu shot remains one of the best ways to protect yourself and others. Fact number 30. Medicine continues to evolve at a rapid pace. Medicine is an ever-evolving field, with new breakthroughs happening all the time. From advancements in gene editing like CRISPR, which can potentially cure genetic diseases, to robotic surgeries that allow doctors to perform intricate procedures with precision, the possibilities for the future of medicine are truly limitless. In fact, some scientists are even exploring the idea of extending human life through regenerative medicine or synthetic organs. As medical technology continues to progress, the line between science fiction and reality is getting increasingly blurry, and who knows what life-saving innovations await us in the near future. And that's a wrap on our 30 insane facts about medicine. Whether you're fascinated by the weird and wonderful or just amazed by how far we've come, the world of medicine is full of surprises. If you love these crazy facts, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Chelder for more mind-blowing content. And hey, keep those antibiotics handy, because you never know when the next crazy medical breakthrough might be right around the corner. See you next time.